Yo, that was Africa calling, man. I'm sorry.
Listen to how Wack bought the son Akademiks, man.
Wait, like African Bambaataa?
No, hell no. Dude's a pedo. He's a PDF file.
Oh, okay.
I don't fuck with that. Even though, listen, me and I see eye to eye, but that nigga right there, he created a whole nother form. I'm surprised I ain't looked up on the goddamn porn sites and saw the thigh games and shit. You know, that's some different shit. But yeah, you know, they did Vlad the same way, only Vlad didn't talk to him. Yeah, they tried to holler at Vlad for the KPD.
Very different, I think.
Well, nah, you got.
You want me to tell you why?
Shit, one state, one fed.
True. Yeah, definitely.
It's the only difference.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. We know how Vlad is. Vlad's relationship with Keefe D was not of their friends, not of their talking outside of pretty much just.
Vlad didn't even talk to him though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So going at Vlad versus going at Adam, they know that Adam is gonna have. Adam bailed the dude out from a situation before.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
That's cap. Brick Baby worked at him. He lied to him.
So hold on.
He never had a bail. They just cut him loose.
Oh,
all right. So Wack is adamant about Brick Baby never paying bail to get out from the initial arrest. What he's saying is that, and this does happen. I mean, I know of a situation like recently where an individual's house got raided. They found stuff in his house, and they didn't take him to jail. He didn't have to bond out or nothing. He's sitting around right now wondering if they're going to come back and get him, if he's going to get a violation. I mean, it's all kind of stuff surrounding these circumstances. So what Wack is saying does happen when people get caught up by the feds and they build in the case or whatever, for whatever reason, they didn't want to arrest him at that time. But at the same time, Brick Baby and Adam has always stated that Adam bonded him out of that particular case. And so let's keep going.
Okay, cool. No, but even then, he gave him money though, right?
Yeah, but you got to remember that's not on file for the feds because he never had a cash bail. That was
I get your angle, but that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that there is correspondence between them where Adam is.
Well, no, he's contracted. He's contracted to the building.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Listen, I'm only saying this, and again, I know, when it comes to this
shit, is actually contracted to that building, bro.
Hold on.
He's an employee.
I hear what you're saying. Just give me 1 second. All I'm saying is I think it's a West Coast thing. Well, really, you kind of started. Yeah, like, even with, this is some serious shit, and y'all to be like, yo, this is just cool.
See, Act taking too long to get to his point. You can't do that with Wack. You can't go all down the street and around the corner before you get to exactly what you're saying, because what's about to happen is, before Akademiks can even say what he want to say, Wack about to cut your ass off.
We got content, but nigga, I've never said certain shit, but when the feds came down from 6ix9ine, my name Akademiks. Who they see me with all the time. I'll leave it at that because that's not content to me. Okay? That wasn't content to me at all. So I'll leave it at that. So I know exactly what's going on with Adam. 100%. Nigga,
Bro, listen, let me tell you something. All Adam gonna tell him is the motherfucker show up to work. You see what he do, motherfucker. He on camera. He's on live. Brick's on live.
Hit that like button as y'all come up in here. We got
a Brick
21
shows
right now. Look
on
good,
live. So ain't no editing. Ain't no do you got extra content, extra footage like how Vlad may have because he edits his shit. Brick does a live show.
What about surveillance footage? If Adam gives up surveillance footage of maybe Brick walking in the building with a weapon,
Brick ain't walking in the building with a weapon.
No, hold on, I'm not saying he will or not, but they're going to want to ask Adam. The guy is at the building. They're going to want to ask
Adam.
Why would Brick walk right in no jumper like with a strap in his hand? Even if Brick got a strap on him, the only way you're gonna see it is like what I just showed y'all in the point and shoot video. It's gonna come up and you're gonna see it in his waist if his shirt rises or something. Like, there's not gonna be a video of, I don't even know what the hell Akademiks is talking about. There's not gonna be a video of Brick walking through the door with a strap in his hand with the Draco. Like, I'm here to podcast. Got the strap out, cuz. Like, that's not gonna happen on Neighborhood. It's not gonna happen. Ack had a few drinks. I think he was off that Tito's last night. So his line of he wasn't on his top debate game with Wack. And you can't, I'm telling you, Wack 100, say what y'all want to say about Wack. I know a lot of people don't like Wack. Wack talk too much. Wack telling everybody business. People saying Wack is building these cases up on all these people. He basically he help apply pressure to Big U, all that. But when it comes to tongue wrestling, on this internet, if you ain't up on your A game, don't even say nothing to Wack. Because you're going to lose.
Adam's never seen Brick with a weapon.
No, it's not about Adam seeing him, but let me ask you, Wack, come on, don't try to spin me.
You're not going to see Brick walking in the building with a weapon.
Wait. Wack, don't try to spin me. They're going to...
You ain't going to try to spin you, nigga. You're not going to see... Listen, if the nigga did have one, you're not going to see him walking in with it, bro. You're not going to see that.
Okay,
all right,
cool.
Boy.
Even if that's the case, what the feds are probably going to say to him, yo, we want to see your security, we want to see your surveillance footage, and you could give it up willingly, or we'll bring you to a grand jury proceeding that you got to testify. We'll subpoena you. What would you think? And again, I'm telling you this is a fact. I'm telling you this is a fact.
It ain't going to matter. There ain't nothing there anyway. That shit get erased every day.
Would you think, since Adam's a civilian, should he give up the footage? Should he give up maybe... deleted videos, because again, they like to have raw videos for they like to
What you mean? What?
Let me answer that question though before I let Wack answer it. If the feds did ask Adam, hey Adam, you got Zaire Mitchell, aka Brick Baby, at your facility. We know that he does podcasts with you. What we requesting is we need the footage from any raw footage you got of Brick Baby. We need that. We also need any surveillance video from inside of your facility. Do you got that? What about, did you have video the day that they beat Jay Reed up in the alley? Did you have any building footage of that? At the end of the day, if I'm Adam, right, I'm not talking to y'all. I need to consult with my attorney because this could have ramifications on me personally. So let me consult with my attorney, and I'll have my attorney reach out to y'all. That would be my response if I'm Adam. Now, if Adam want to go ahead and say, yeah, y'all can have the video, y'all can do this and do that, that's on y'all. But I'm going to take the role when they asked Vlad to turn over tapes for Keefe D, he didn't even talk to him, cuz. He didn't say, as much as everybody want to say that Vlad the police, and I do believe that them Vlad interviews did help get Keefe D locked up, but Keefe D was running around the internet telling all kind of stuff anyway, though. But at the end of the day, I damn sure wouldn't just voluntarily give them any type of video that I might have on just my facility, because once I open the door up for that, I could be incriminating my damn self. We don't know what Adam be doing behind closed doors, his damn self up there, as well as it could possibly ruin his business for other people that want to come up there and do business with him. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be a good look. I wouldn't do it without advising or speaking to my attorney. But let's see how Wack answered that.
Deleted videos. Brick is alive.
Oh my God. Yo, Wack, bro. I don't know why.
Brick does live, bro.
Wack. You're acting elusive. Let me break it down. Let me just say it one more time.
What are you talking about?
No, let me say it
bro?
one more time.
He about to start dogging Act.
I've had authorities. They've had the video. I've had authorities hit me and say, we're going to subpoena you for the original footage, not the shit you put Akademiks logo watermark over. We want the original footage to play in court. We don't give a fuck about what you put. We know it's public. We got the video, but we want it because you have the raw footage. Send us to it because we might have to...
Motherfucker, live is the raw footage.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Live.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. Whether it's a YouTube...
You ain't get what I'm saying.
No, I do get what you're saying.
He don't give a fuck. Bro, listen. Why wouldn't he give it to him? it's gonna be identical
that's what I'm
to
saying.
the lie.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So you're saying that you expect him to give it up?
It's identical to the lie. Like
he really ain't got. So what? No, what Wack is saying is that Adam don't got to give up no footage. Every time Brick is up there, every video that Brick does is live. Besides when they went to Atlanta, when they said Brick Baby went down there and got Pee Wee Longway and all them busted. Which, hey, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna put that type of rat jacket on Brick without proof or paperwork. But what I'm saying is though, besides that trip down there, everything Brick Baby does at No Jumper is live. So what Wack is saying is we don't have no footage. Everything we got is live. All y'all gotta do is go to my YouTube channel. Anything you see Brick on is always live. It's never pre-recorded. And Brick done been on live saying that though. So it is what it is. There is no raw footage, Akademiks.
It's no fucking edit. They're not stopping and editing the lie.
He definitely scared of Wack.
Has the feds like stopped to talk to you yet or no?
Talk to me about what? You like these other weirdos.
No.
Hey, listen, bro. I know you niggas.
I got a
praying
response for that right there.
No, not
right?
like that. Wack.
But nah, I know you niggas praying for my downfall.
Wack, you're my friend. I'm not praying for your downfall.
Nah, but
I'm being sensible though. I'm being sensible.
All you niggas, no, you're not being sensible.
All right, let me say this though. And I know it's a lot of people actually saying, like, is Wack gonna get a visit from the feds? Wack. The reason why I would wonder if the feds was coming to talk to you because of all these stories that you done talked about Big U extorting people online. They may would take those videos and those audios from the clubhouse and all that and want you to verify if those things was true or not. That would definitely be a reason why they would come talk to you. Just like they're going to talk to Adam.
Wack. I'm gonna tell you how I'm being sensitive.
There's nothing about what you're saying is sensible, bro.
All right, I'm gonna use an analogy,
I want you to tell me how it's sensible.
I'll tell you why.
What the fuck you talking about? You niggas is getting weird, bro.
I'll tell you why.
Man, it's not weird, Wack. It's the same thing. Like, it's nothing different than what you're doing. Wack is upset that Akademiks asked that question. But if I'm Akademiks, I'd be like, Wack, what's the difference between that and you saying that it's a big Rico coming and then a Rico comes? Or what's the difference between you saying that and you saying that it's a Rico coming for Yo Gotti when there's not a Rico currently that we know about for Yo Gotti? It's the same thing. It's no different. You got online and said they're coming for Yo Gotti. Okay, we getting online and saying they're gonna come and ask Wack 100 if some of them stories that he told about Big U doing all this. Remember he said that Big U was buying straps and giving them to the kids in the hood for certain stuff and this and that. You said that. I don't think that Big U was licensed to do that type of stuff, but you said it online. They might want to come and ask you, was that true? Come on, man.
For example, let's say the feds go pick up Meek Mill, and Meek Mill private conversation that was wiretapped had.
I don't know.
Hold on. Wait, just let me finish. Bro. Let me finish. Had conversations he's having with guys who might do things for him to say, yo, bro, somebody got to shoot Ack. You don't think they're gonna come to me?
I don't know nothing about. I'm not Meek. I'm not a rapper, and I'm not you.
No. Wack.
I don't have those type of conversations.
Wack. Okay,
man.
That's a fictional example. I'm using it to say, yo, in the indictment, they have Big U on wiretap trying to get people to harm you. You think they're not gonna ask you? Like,
no, hey, he does not. You're lying.
Yep.
Stop lying.
So, first of all, it ain't an indictment. It's a complaint, Akademiks. Second of all, he didn't say that he wanted people to do anything to Wack. What he talked about was when they caught Wack at the show and they chased him. Well, I ain't gonna say they chased him down because I wasn't there and I didn't see him run. When they had the standoff in that parking lot, he talked about that. He talked about Wack saying, you really gonna do this in front of my family, right? And what he was talking about is when he see Wack, he want to break Wack's jaw. That's all. He never said that he wanted anybody else. And then the one dude who was supposed to who was cooperating, who he was getting money from, he said he wanted to do something to him for getting all this stuff started between him and Wack. That's it. Read the complaint, report on the complaint. Don't add no other extra stuff into it. Big U got enough problems.
Yeah, no,
All you square ass niggas that's doing media, hey, look, bro, if you gonna run the media, be accurate with your information.
I
Stop
agree.
lying. They have Big U on wiretap.
I agree, but Wacky be lying too.
Telling somebody what he wants to do to me. I want to beat his ass. I want to break his jaw. He's referring to him. Stop lying. Stop trying to put a charge on the man. Because by you saying, yo, he was trying to get people to do shit to you, no, that's what you're trying to do. No. That's a charge. Stop fucking lying.
Y'all like how Wack playing both sides of the fence? Now all of a sudden, he don't want to put no extra charges on Big U. But before everybody started accusing Wack 100 and 600 of helping build this case against Big U, they was running around screaming a whole lot of stuff that Big U was allegedly doing, even prior to Loose Cannon even joining forces with them.
No, Wack.
All you square ass niggas that don't, I've been in cuffs, nigga. I done fought bodies. I know how this shit work. You niggas is fabricating and adding shit. No, there's nothing in that paperwork in those 107 pages that says he was trying to get somebody to do something to me. It was always him referring to what he wanted to do.
Okay, Wack. You're still taking me off the point. Okay, let me concede that point to you. Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, so he didn't say no one should do anything. But here's the thing. If a man that is accused in a RICO case, and he's a head guy, is constantly threatening to do something.
Yeah, we got 194 people in the building, man. We got 33 likes, man. Let's get them likes up to like 50. Give me like 20 more likes real quick.
To someone, why wouldn't the cops at least show up to talk to that person?
Constantly threatened where? He said it like 2-3 times.
Yeah, but you don't think the cops at least show up to talk to you, be like, hey, listen, can we just
He's talking about fighting, weirdo.
It still don't matter.
It does, nigga. It's the difference if a nigga talking about, I want to whip a nigga ass or break a nigga jaw versus I'm going to kill this nigga. I'm going to have somebody kidnapping.
Wack is right. But at the same time, though, Wack is right. Big U wasn't talking about doing nothing to him as far as we know, as far as what was in the complaint. But again, we know that there was other stuff going on. He basically he's trying to like prove a point by because Akademiks messed this up, and he did what I'm doing right now. Basically, Akademiks tried to say, well, the reason why they might come see you is because, you know, you were somebody who possibly could have been a victim in this complaint. He was talking about doing this and that and that and this to you. Nah, they not coming to talk to Wack about nobody wanting to fight him. Wack done did business with this man. Wack done been around him. Out of Wack's own mouth, I done been to his house. I know his family. We done talked about this. Or even recently, I remember when he was trying to book old boy, and I went and talked to him trying to find out what was going on. I seen people moving around outside looking real weird. They seen me. They called you, tell him like, hey, Wack here. He like, oh, Wack there? All right, everybody fall back. Wack can handle it. Let Wack handle it. Let Wack handle it. And Wack was the one who, I guess, according to him, negotiated whatever terms they negotiated for whatever business Big U was trying to do with that party promoter or club owner or whatever in the paperwork. These is things that you said out of your mouth that they would want to talk to you, but Akademiks is so drunk. He's so gone right now, he's unable to put his words together to even combat Wack in this debate or conversation.
That's total different conversation, bro. He's talking about fighting. I don't fuck with the nigga, but you trying to put some whole other shit on the nigga that ain't there, bro.
Somebody said they got, I'm going to say chat said, because I don't like saying y'all's names. For one, I don't want to butcher y'all's names, but for two, like, let's just keep it that way, right? So the chat said they got Big U on wiretap saying can't nobody beef with me because I'm going to body him, basically. He did definitely say that. I don't know if he was talking about, but he didn't say that towards Wack 100 per se, but I understand what you're saying right now.
No. I'm not trying to put nothing on him. I'm asking you that it would make sense that...
Ain't nobody...
All right, we almost at 50 likes, too. We got 47. 3 more. Come on, let's go, y'all. Let's go, Ruler Gang. We got 48. Give me 2 more so I can hit this press play. Come on, 2 more likes. I only want 50 right now. We're going to get them up, but let's just get it to 50. That's 4. There we go, 49. Let me get one more, man. Let me get one more. We're going to run it up. We got like 230 people watching. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the podcast. You already know what it is, man. Ruler gang or no gang. Let me get one more, fam. He got Ack in the trick bag. Definitely got Ack in the trick bag. And I'm gonna put up a poll here in a second too. Ack's line of questioning would piss me off too, but Wack seemed a little guilty. True. There we go. 50. Let's go.
Somebody finna go ask talking to no nigga about a nigga talking about he want to fight him, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You see why? This is why you're good.
Stupid.
No, this is why.
I talk about fight niggas every day,
no,
bro.
Wack. This is why you're good.
I talk about fight niggas every day.
Wack. This is why you're good. If the police,
I know why you good.
No, Wack.
You over here square your act. Let's establish this. You're the square, nigga.
No, I know.
You don't know
I know, but I got a hell of a brain.
You don't know nothing about. You ain't never even been booked.
Hold on.
You don't know what the fuck you be talking about half the time.
Wack. I think neither one of us has had federal charges. Feds is different.
The classic discredit him because he's never been to jail. Even though I done been locked up before, even though I got a couple prison numbers, that's easy to get around. Academics, you ain't no good at this debate game, bruh.
It don't matter.
You haven't had feds.
Hey, bro, the feds is not wasting their time with a nigga talking about he want to fight a nigga.
Well, why do they waste their time to go talk to Adam then? If so, they're threatening you. They wouldn't waste their time to talk to you, but they would talk to Adam.
They're talking to Adam about Brick Baby. Brick Baby's an employee. I don't know. Shit, gotta ask him. Shit, Brick Baby's an employee.
It makes sense though, yo, Wack. It makes sense.
You a weirdo too. You niggas, look, let me break something down, Act. Y'all want to put me in something.
No. It's not putting you in anything.
Listen,
I'm asking
just because I do a podcast with a nigga don't mean I do everything with a nigga.
See, what Act don't know, and I think it's because Act tries to cover everything. This is all I really cover. Y'all know I used to cover all kind of hip hop, but for the last 3 or 4 or 5 months, I've been strictly doing this podcast this type of content. We call it the No Jumper universe, basically. I've been strictly covering this. I've been in this algorithm. Akademiks tries to cover Diddy. He wants to cover the Young Dolph situation. He wants to talk about Drake, Kendrick. Like, he's talking about everything. So with that being said, when you covering so much, you don't really know everything that's been going on because you haven't been focusing all your attention to this. Although you call Wack 100 from time to time because you see that is views going on and talking about this stuff. So like, I'm gonna get a little bit of money over here real quick. Let me call Wack 100. Let me call AD. Let me call T-Rail. Let me get Flocko on. But what he don't understand is Wack just spent the hell out of him. Wack saying we trying, and I'm gonna rewind that real quick. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Wack said people was trying to pull him into this. No, Wack been talking about Big U for damn near 2 years now. So it's not that anybody's trying to pull you in anything. You placed yourself in a position to be the one to go against Big U. Now that the feds is here and people looking at you like, damn, well, he was the loudest person talking about Big U. I wonder if they're going to go holler at him. Now all of a sudden we trying to pull you into it. Nah, Wack, you put yourself in this position. We just covering what you considered a couple months ago content. Oh, we got the content. Y'all did the Eddie Boy content on Big U. Y'all done did the Nipsey Hussle. Try to connect him to the dude Eric Holder content. Like, it's been so much content. The SKG, what's her name, Suge Knight's girl or whatever. Like, any time that he's talked about Big U, it hasn't been like he's been talking in good faith about talking about him in the grid program and he the police, he working, he got a RICO coming, this and that. So let's not act like anybody's trying to pull you in something that you didn't actually volunteer to be in.
It makes
you a weirdo too. You niggas, look, let me break something down, Act. Y'all want to put me in something.
No. It's not putting you in anything.
Listen,
I'm asking
just because I do a podcast with a nigga don't mean I do everything with a nigga. When I do with you from 12 to 1 is what I do with you from 12 to 1. What the fuck you doing from 9 to 12 is your business. So this shit is 2021 shit, 2022 shit, 2023, 2024. Fucking Brick Baby. I know the world didn't even know who he was till 2023 or late 2022 when he got to No Jumper. He's a nobody. Let's establish that now. Nigga was in fucking Atlanta. And I've never seen this nigga a day in my life. Let's establish that.
Okay, but Wack, you're still changing the point.
No, I'm not.
If they talked to Adam, if they talked to Adam, if they talked to Adam, I would assume they would at least. Again, Adam's not in trouble. It's not like
you weird as a. Listen. If you assume they
I don't own no jumper, assumption. Nigga. Like
I don't own no jumper.
So since Ack couldn't get it out, I'll say it for him. So Wack is right. What they're getting at Brick for as far as his association with Big U, it took place in 2021, I believe. I could be mistaken, but basically it was before he started working at No Jumper. The reason that they would have went to go holler at Adam would have been about things that were said or done during the time that either Brick Baby or Loose Cannon actually was coming up to his platform, which he actually had Loose Cannon, 600, and Big U, as well as Brick Baby and Wack, all coming to his building in that time frame. So if they coming to talk to Adam, they coming to talk to Adam about stuff that he would be privy to around the time that he was actually associated with those people. Listen, this is just a complaint. A complaint is to give to the grand jury to show probable cause for the indictment. This is why we want to indict them for this. We got this complaint. They did this, they did that, and that, and this. We're trying to build a RICO on these guys. We just using this as a basically a base for our indictment. When the indictment comes out, who knows what Brick may be indicted for, that he would be indicted a part of the Big U case, because he got his own separate indictments going on as well. You know what I mean? Where they was running some sticks, some dude that was running some sticks out to Jersey and stuff. He's a part of, I think his name was Bus or something like that. And we're going to get into that in a minute. That's what Akademiks should have said. That, well, I would assume if they trying to highlight Adam right now, it has something to do with what Brick or one of them was doing while they were up at No Jumper, not prior to 2021. But he let Wack spin him around again.
I don't have employees at No Jumper. I'm a partner on one show. You get it? I don't control the building. No. I don't control cameras.
Wack.
I don't control payroll, bro.
Wack,
stop playing with me with these narratives.
No. That's not the angle I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
stop playing with me with these narratives, bro.
Big U is the.
I ain't got nothing to do.
You can't even get a word out.
Sex trafficking, a murder of a fucking football player.
I wonder if my video even gonna be monetized after all of this cussing.
The fucking grid that I've been attacking and exposing for the last couple years. I ain't got nothing to do with what a nigga got caught with at his house. I ain't got nothing to do with a dispensary. But stop trying to put my name in shit, bro.
Wack, you don't have nothing to do with all of. You named all of the stuff. See, Wack, like, I know y'all think Wack's stupid or slow, man, but he ain't a genius. But when it comes to just, like, the spin move and spin game, he's learned the technique to it. Yeah, you didn't have nothing to do with all the stuff that you named about, but what about all the other stuff that you brought up that Big U was allegedly doing that was illegal? Say that to him, Akademiks. Don't be scared. Say it. He on the phone. It ain't like he gonna come through the phone and beat you up.
But they did mention an incident that they're saying the Big U Enterprise tried to step to you and they weren't successful. So
no, they mentioned Big U having a phone call. They didn't mention witness or CI reports. See, this will use a little bitty mental midget. If it would have said she witness one or CI reports this happened, then you got a point. This is Big U on the phone as Loose Cannon is saying, we robbed Meek Mill, which has been a lie. I told you that was a lie. Did I not? Sir, bro, it's a fucking lie. Nobody robbed Meek Mill. I told you that. That's cap. None of that never happened. Tiffy Bay was there. He ain't going for none of that. That nigga gonna come back on a Delta flight dead before he let a nigga just rob Meek Mill in front of him.
Wait. Did you say that to Luce when he was free? Did you say that to Luce? Did you tell Luce?
I told Luce that. That's cap.
So you told Luce I think you're lying.
It wasn't even about no money. It wasn't even about no money. Look, Meek Mills told Big U, I'll give you a free. They said, could you come perform for the kids? He said, cool, I'll come perform for the kids for free. The kids right? Big U, with his slick ass, snake ass, you know what he does? He goes sells the date to a promoter. So somebody called Meek to book him on that date. Meek took his bag, and because he was free for.
All right, hold on. See, listen. Again, now we didn't know anything about this whole Meek Mill, like the details of it. We just know that Loose Cannon got out there and lied and said that they actually ran up on Meek Mill, pressed him, and got 50 bands out of him. Now listen to Wack describe what Big U did. So if this isn't an indication of why, Akademiks, you was real slow on this. Wack just gave you an alley-oop. Wack is about to describe something that would cause the feds to come ask him questions.
For the kid, he said, yo, change the date. Big U goes into a panic. Why? Because he's doing some sleazebag shit.
I'm about to back it up.
It wasn't even about no money.
And they weren't successful. So
no, they mentioned.
Let me back it up real quick.
Ball player, a fucking grid that I've been attacking and exposing for the last couple years. I ain't got nothing to do with what a nigga got caught with at his house. I ain't got nothing to do with a dispensary.
Yeah, but
stop trying to put my name in shit, bro.
Right, but they did mention an incident that they're saying the Big U Enterprise tried to step to you and they weren't successful. So
no, they mentioned Big U having a phone call. They didn't mention witness or CI reports. See, this will use a little bitty mental midget. If it would have said
he's sunning him, man.
Witness one or CI reports this happened, then you got a point. This is Big U on the phone as Loose Cannon is saying, we robbed Meek Mill, which has been a lie. I told you that was a lie. Did I not? Sir, bro, it's a fucking lie. Nobody robbed Meek Mill.
All right, this is the part I'm talking about. Pay attention to what he about to tell y'all about the Meek Mill Big U situation. And then y'all tell me if y'all think the feds would actually go ask him about these questions. Go ahead. This conversation. Check it out.
I told you that. That's cap. None of that never happened. Tiffy Bay was there. He ain't going for none of that. That nigga gonna come back on a Delta flight dead before he let a nigga just rob Meek Mill in front of him.
Wait. Did you say that to Loose when he was free? Did you say that to Loose? Did you tell Loose?
I told Loose that. That's cap.
So you told Loose I think you're lying.
It wasn't even about no money. It wasn't even about no money. Look, Meek Mills told Big U, I'll give you a free day. He said, could you come perform for the kids? He said, cool, I'll come perform for the kids for free. The kids, right? Big U, with his slick ass, snake ass, you know what he does? He goes sells the date to a promoter. So somebody called Meek to book him on that date. Meek took his bag, and because he was free for the kids, he said, yo, change the date. Big U goes into a panic. Why? Because he's doing some sleazebag shit, and he just sold the date for the, to a promoter for some bread. So he's getting mad, saying, nah, you got to do this date. Meek like, nah, I ain't doing the date. I got to pick up a bag. Nigga, I got 6 figures over here. Go get this bag. I'm going to do this, and then I'll do your free date. You can't control a nigga giving you a free date. You get what I'm saying? So all that was a transfer of date. All this money shit and all this took a chain shit. Hey, bro, them Philly niggas come out here 15, 20 deep, bro. It's like we in Miami 15, 20 deep. You ain't taking nothing from us, bro.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. Now, the Meek Mill situation was mentioned. Now, in order to confirm or deny, Wack is the only person who's came out and said, like, in detail, this is exactly what happened. Like, it's the stuff that Wack say is the reason why people were saying, like, the feds either done already talked to him, either he working for him, or they coming to talk to him. Either or. I ain't going to go as far. I'm going to let some of y'all do that. I ain't going to go as far as to say that Wack worked for the feds directly. But I will say that a lot of the stuff that he say online, a lot of the conversations he's having about Jay Prince, Big U, and other people is probably bringing them the wrong attention. We seen in the Dirk situation, open source information, where they take information off of podcasts, YouTube videos, and platforms like Clubhouse and Instagram, and use them to build federal complaints against artists or other people in the streets. We know that this happens. Trust and believe, they done heard a lot of the conversations that Wack has. He's loud and viral.
That's just real. That shit been cap.
Hey, listen, Wack. I only ask you because I'm like, yo, if I'm anybody even that used to even argue with Big U, I'd be spooked because I'm telling you, the feds are probably going around knocking on doors.
For what? Hey, bro.
No, because I wouldn't want to talk to them. I wouldn't want to talk to the feds.
Year investigation.
Okay.
All right.
You think they don't know?
All right. That's enough of this between him and Akademiks, man. Y'all can go check that out. It's called Aunt Crashes Out. Akademiks calls Wack 100 to ask about Adam